I think adventure riding and camping in wild places goes well perfectly. The traditional way, I would say, is to take your tent, but there is an alternative with a million-star view and a better sleep for me personally. Yes, of course, it's hammock camping, and to do it properly, you have to know what to take with you, how to prepare, and kind of learn actually the way how to sleep in these things. My guest today is Krisjanis Eihmanis from Modern Nomad Hammocks, and we'll talk about all things hammock camping. So welcome to Part-Time Nomad podcast with your host Einar, and yeah, let's start the episode. Welcome Krisjanis. So today we're talking about hammocks as you're here, and but before we do that, we're gonna start to get to know you a little bit. And I have like a quick way how to get to know you. So the first thing is 3 things that you usually take on your adventures. You don't have to think about, like, just answer quickly to these questions and don't overthink them. Basically, like 3 things that you always take to your adventures, except a motorcycle or maybe a gun if you're going hunting. Like basically like the other things.
Yeah, okay. That's so easy. That's so easy. It's always hammock, it's always coffee, and it's always a knife.
Cool.
That's it.
Cool. And then the second question. 2 words that would describe your way of adventures. 2 words that describe your adventures, basically. That's a tricky one.
That's a tricky one.
You can do it in like 3 or 4 words, but yeah.
Taste, experience.
Okay. Yeah. I was thinking like you're gonna say modern nomad or something like that.
That would be too cliche.
Yeah, nomading, modern way of nomading. But yeah, this is
that's good. 3 words.
Yeah,
it's 4
modern
words.
Modern nomad. That would be like the modern way of nomading.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, and the last one is one bike that you would like to buy that you might own the bike already, but it can be any other bike that you don't own, that you even probably, like, it can be a bike that you can't afford, or basically any your dream bike that you would love to keep forever in your garage.
For now, as long as my experience holds these thoughts, I would love to buy brand new KTM 950.
Okay.
Brand new. Yeah, or 990. Yeah.
But you have to travel in time then, or maybe find someone who have kept like the brand new unopened in the package. Yeah.
That would be a bike that I would like to buy.
But I think you can tell the listeners or the viewers that what you own at the moment.
Oh well, at the moment I own KTM 950 and Royal Enfield Interceptor.
Cool. Yeah, his 950 is kind of like famous in Latvia, I would say, like one of the most famous bikes, because there's a movie about a motorcycle, and that's your bike. Yeah,
exactly. And I think it might be the reason why they are so popular here. Because of Janis and Nandis who went to Australia with them.
Yeah.
And luckily, one of these bikes is in my garage right now.
So.
And I'm still riding it.
And you made it like you fixed it as well, like now when you got it you done like that. Basically there is a video on YouTube. Is it in Arvid's channel?
Yeah.
Arvid's Baranos. Look up Arvid's Baranos, and on his YouTube channel there is Rebirth of Nomad.
Rebirth of the Nomad.
Yeah. And there is like a video about his bike. So yeah, check it out.
Now you should say link down in the description.
Link down below if I don't forget to put it there. So I think we can start to talk about hammocks. And
let's go.
I think the first thing, why do you pick hammocks instead of tents?
I love your questions. So basically, I have always liked adventures, going out. My birthday is in early April. So basically here in Latvia, I had never friends who were okay with camping together with me, because sometimes it was still like -7 at night.
Yeah.
So camping was kind of tricky when you don't have experience.
On your birthday, yeah?
Yeah. So that was the thing I always wanted to do for my birthday. And for the last, 12 or 15 years, I have my friends. We're all outdoor friends.
Okay, yeah.
You know,
you changed the friends.
Yeah, I changed some
changing
friends.
the date, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And now we're going outside. But when it all started, it started with hunting. And through hunting, I understood that I want to spend more time outdoors and staying there during night. And my wife, she just gave me I can't remember, it was birthday or a Christmas present.
Yeah.
And it was a hammock. And I was like, what is that? I didn't know what is hammock. And I tried it. And I was really cold during that night because I didn't have any underkill, nothing. I knew nothing about them. And I was really cold during the nights, and still in the morning I just loved it. I was like, okay, that's totally different from tent. The sleep is much better, and even I was cold, but the sleep was much better. And that was the time when I started thinking about hammocks.
And that was like, and you still stayed with hammocks since then, yeah, basically?
Well, basically, yes. If there is no thunderstorm, or if we are not like high in the mountains, or like really bad weather, yes.
So I think that's like a rookie type of going hammock camping. Is basically like most people like. That was the same for me as well. Like I thought, you just get a hammock and that's it. You just go camping with it, and you obviously can, but you need to put the mat inside, like the sleeping mat inside. But some people don't even do. You didn't do it, yeah? You didn't put even a sleeping pad.
I did start to do that.
After that, after the first
course.
night, yeah.
But you know, those sleeping mats, they are always in different continent in the morning.
Yeah. They slide around.
They just slide around, and in the morning they are just like tongues hanging out from the hammock, and your shoulders are cold, but feet are okay, or otherwise. So,
I think for me as well, like the first night in a hammock was really memorable because like I had a tent with me, and I had like a cheapo hammock from convenience store basically with me, and I thought I was just gonna chill out in that, and I stayed. We went for a ride together with my friend Richard from Alduro. And basically we stayed somewhere, and I thought like, okay, he's staying in a hammock and I should try it as well. But I was like really skeptical because I always sleep on my stomach at home, and I thought I'm just gonna wake up as crooked banana basically. Like in the morning I will be like with back pain and everything. And I went to bed I think we went to bed like midnight or 1 a.m. and I woke up at 10 a.m. in the morning from a call. I didn't wake up like naturally. I woke up from a call, and I was like, "What the hell is going on?" And I usually wake up at like 8 or 9 is the max you can sleep. And it's like, okay, this was weird. Like I went to bed and I just like slept in the same way, like on my back, and I felt really well. So that was the moment for me, like when I thought, okay, I need to do this more often than just that time. So
basically, not everyone should have this bad experience. I had bad experience at the beginning, but I still liked it. It sounds weird, but it was like that. But right now, when you have all the info around, you have some guys you just have to ask. How should I do that? I've seen many people. I've put a lot of people in the hammock during the night. So you just should do like this. I'll just make everything right and just go to sleep. And they always just wake up in the morning and they're like, whoa, I just slept during all night.
I think there is some kind of learning curve. What you need to do with the hammock, especially like with the tent, I think it's more easy in a way that we're used to sleeping on like straight, flat ground, basically like on
if
our mattress.
Straight.
But with the hammock, you kind of have to lean, sleep the right position. And now, like at least in Latvia, they are really popular. I think there's like every other person riding a motorcycle will have a hammock instead of a tent. And it's easy to get advice or just ask your friend to lend you a hammock and test it out. But can you tell me what are the things what you need for a hammock to have a good night's sleep? Basically, like what's included in a set of hammock? Like obviously people know what hammock is, but there is some other things that comes for the comfort.
Which season?
Oh, like any season for a motor? Like, okay, as this is mostly about motorcycles, we could do the motorcycle travel type of hammock
So
setup.
basically,
That would be from plus 20 to 0 degrees in the mountains.
okay, 3 seasons,
Yeah.
basically. It's not winter, it's 3 seasons. Okay, then you need hammock, under kilt, and tarp. That's like mandatory.
Yeah,
You just need them. Depending on the weather, on the season,
yeah,
you might need mosquito net. That's it.
yeah.
And basically, when you put them all together, it's the size of like this big.
Yeah.
That's it.
And basically, like, you obviously need a sleeping bag as well, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, yeah.
Sleeping bag or a blanket, or like what, if you're into kilts or something,
Yeah.
use a kilt. I use my sleeping bag actually like up to like -7 or not -7, up to +7 or +10 Celsius. I use it as a blanket basically. I just put my legs in my sleeping bag and just cover myself, and I really enjoy it much more than
Yeah.
sleeping like a mummy.
Yeah, exactly. So basically, when you have underkilt is heating you from the bottom,
Yeah,
and you just really need only your open sleeping bag. You just put your feet inside
Yeah.
the end and use it as a blanket. That's it. If it's too hot,
Yeah.
you just take out one
do you
leg.
do the same as well?
Yep.
Yeah.
Until like +3, +4.
Yeah, when it comes closer to colder temperatures, then it's obviously you need your body to be able to heat up the
Yeah.
sleeping bag from inside, and and the other thing for sleeping in hammocks, like you kind of have to learn in a way. And can you tell me like the way, the diagonal way, not the like if you get in a hammock and you just sit in straight?
It's called banana.
Yeah, you're gonna be sleeping like a banana.
Banana
And,
position, yeah. Well, basically, yes. A hammock is like a banana curved
Yeah,
thing. When you turn your body like in 45 degrees, you just squeeze your feet and your head to the sides.
yeah,
It will basically get totally straight, almost totally straight position. I'll try to find a picture of me when I was asleep on my belly, and Janis took a picture, and it was really funny. He was sending it to everyone. Just guy sleeping in a hammock on his belly.
yeah. You can do it. Yeah, I don't think, like, maybe it is a bit curved.
It is a bit curved, but when you place your hand under your hips,
Yeah.
all good.
It will be like sleeping in a really soft bed. I would say like sleeping in a really soft bed on your stomach will be the same as you're like you kind of lean in and
Yeah. Well, basically, but it won't be for all the hammocks the same, because the hammock has to be in exact this angle.
Yeah.
That's the reason why we have ridgeline between, so you won't be able to place it between trees in different positions. It will be always the same.
So what happens if you stretch the hammock like straight?
You are not able to get in the 45 degrees anymore.
Yeah.
And if it's not enough, the sides will be too loose and you'll be falling out.
Yeah.
And when it's correct, it's just good.
So what other like angle wise, basically like you hang in the hammock. You're like I really like the system what they have for modern nomad hammocks. They basically it's like it's made for me like a foolproof system.
It's made for
like,
motorcyclists.
Yeah, it's made for motorcycles. You don't have to worry about like measuring like things, and you just basically put the strap around the tree and just pull it, and it's really easy that way. And you have that ridgeline thing in the middle. Yeah, basically like this is the thing what we're talking about. Basically, show me the ridgeline. Basically, like this line helps not to stretch the hammock too far. Obviously, you can use a hammock without ridgeline as well. Yeah. But you just have to know a bit more to get the right angle for the hammock.
You just need a measuring tape with you, and you'll get it correct.
Yeah. So. And it's a bit more hustle. It sounds like a small hustle, but like these small hustles, they build up and just.
And it works as a place where to hang your jacket or your pants or your battery. Headlamp,
everything. I have that waist bag thing as well. Like I usually keep my passport or like all the important stuff there, and I just hang it on the ridgeline and then put the jacket on, and it's just like safe and it's close by. And
I usually place a hunting rifle there.
On the ridgeline.
Yeah, it's pretty easy. Just you have to remember that it's
no
there.
one bothers you during that.
No one's. Just, even bears are going around.
They see the hunting rifle there. Yeah. So and other thing what you can hang there is basically like your headlamp as well. Like that's really convenient. Basically we were with the ridgeline and all the angles. And is there like some certain correct angle to hang like how high do you need to hang the hammock from the ground?
It depends on what you like.
Yeah.
My colleague Janis, he likes when he's sitting in a hammock.
Yeah.
And it is easy for him to touch the ground with his feet.
Yeah.
So it's easy to sit like that. I like hanging it higher, so I just have to make a slight jump to get inside. Arvids like to place it like, I don't know, 5 meters above the ground, and then he's just crawling somehow inside.
But he's a big man. I think for him, like the trees usually like just go like closer.
There's
he hangs it like really high. I have seen that. Yeah.
Have you tried to get in his hammock? It's funny.
I actually had to like jump in and then like.
And getting out is even funnier.
Yeah. It's just like he hangs them like really high
and always in places where you can actually fall somewhere down the cliff or somewhere else.
Yeah. So and basically like. What I do, I usually like for me the measurement is usually like I find the tree which is the highest, and just do the eye level basically. Yeah. Around the eye level, you put the hammock strap around, and then you go to the next one and look how high was the other one, so you get the level.
Yeah, because the ground is not even. You're not looking like the same height from the ground.
Yeah.
Whereas the tree, you just place around one. And go to the other side and take a look where is the other strap.
Yeah, so you get it leveled, and if you don't get it leveled, then again I think it's
bad because you're sliding. You're sliding to one side.
Sliding to one side, and if it's like really steep, I sometimes even put it like somewhere here on the highest tree, and then just go. That's basically in the mountains if you can find like trees. Mm-hmm. If you can find trees, you can always find trees, but you have to look for them a bit more. And the other thing is the angle from the tree as well. Mm-hmm. Like there is something. There is something. 30 degrees or something. Okay. There.
Here is the tree, and here is the straps, the buckles for the hammock. Yeah. So basically, the hammock strap should be in like this.
That's like 30 degrees.
I don't know.
Something like that. Something like that.
Oh, you just use your fingers. That's okay.
45 is too steep, but so if you have it,
it's okay. Actually, 45 is okay as well if the trees are really far away from each other, because when you're trying it, you'll see that you just have to get ridgeline slightly stiff. Yeah, that's good.
Does it need to be like a string?
Yes, because it's your only music instrument you have with you. Come on.
I do it usually that way. I do it like really. I enjoy when it's like really.
We were sleeping once
like in
a circle, like 5 or 6 guys, and we were actually listening to each string and changing the tone.
Okay.
And then we were playing something. Bum, 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 bum. That was really funny.
Yeah. Then you have had lots of time in the forest. But so basically, that should be like tight. The string should be tight. What else? What other things for hammocks that, like the tips for? I think we can return slightly for the underquilt and mat, basically like that. Yeah. Like if someone's, someone who is starting out, like my suggestion would be to just get the hammock you have, or like anything what you have around, or borrow from a friend and just try it out. With anything what you have, just try it out. And I think the first few nights will not be the best nights in a hammock for you.
First 2 or 3 nights are always funky. Yeah. I always suggest to have a little drink before them. Yeah. Because the problem is in your head. It's your mind that is telling you, you might fall out. Yeah. You might get cold. Or you might something. Yeah. So that is always the problem. That's your head. Yeah. When you get used to it, it's like, whoa, nice. always when you lay in, it's just.
I'm thinking of my first time. I think we had some beers. Yeah, we had some beers. So it was just like go in and sleep and wake up at 10 a.m.
But the thing you said about just take any hammock and just try it out.
Yeah,
that's correct.
If you don't have access to anything better, obviously.
Yeah. But about the underkilt.
Yeah.
If you're mostly people without like too many outdoor gear parts, usually they are having like -20, -25 synthetic sleeping bags.
Yeah.
So up until like +12, +15, +10 Celsius.
Yeah.
You don't need sleeping pad. You don't need underkilt. If you're getting in your sleeping bag that is synthetic, not down, but synthetic and made for -25, it will be okay. It won't be cold.
But that's like a military grade, yeah? Like
no, it's like
really -20. I never had a sleeping bag like that. Yeah.
I have like 2 -25 synthetics. They're always like the best sleeping bags that you don't want to carry with you.
Yeah, they're huge.
They're made for cars.
Yeah, I never owned one like that. Yeah, like I started with like +10 or +15 degrees.
I have never had a sleeping bag that is made for summer temperatures.
Okay.
Never.
And they're horrible. Like I think that's a good tip for anyone. Like even hammock camping, tent camping, just get a good sleeping bag. Good, like overrated sleeping bag would be the correct way.
The first thing is, when you're thinking about sleeping bag, you have to think about what will be the season you'll be using it, or seasons. That's number 1.
Yeah.
Number 2, will you be going hiking or motorcycle riding?
Yeah.
That's number 2. And then you just have to understand that. Well, it is true. If it's if better, it will get pricier.
Yeah, obviously.
It will cost more. So basically, for example, classical motorcyclist, he will go with a motorbike, right?
Yeah.
Until +5, mostly.
Most of the time,
not everyone is as crazy as you, riding in the snow. So +5, +5 is you just have to get like down sleeping bag for -1 or 0 degrees.
Yeah,
you'll be safe, and it will be like in a good version. It will weigh like 850 grams, 900 grams.
Yeah.
But that will be the pricey version. It will cost you like 500 to 600 euros. But if you have enough space on your bike, in your luggage, you just go a little bit bigger version that will be synthetic for the same comfort temperature.
That will be much cheaper. Yeah.
That will be like 150 euros.
Yeah.
And you'll be always warm, nice, and that's okay.
Yeah.
So
I actually I have a 0 degrees sleep, like 0 degrees comfort sleeping bag down from Decathlon, and I think I bought it for like, it used to be like 160 euros and now it's 200 euros, and it is really good for the price. Like I think it's like the best budget sleeping bag, I would say. Obviously, Decathlon isn't the best brand to buy things.
Totally no.
Yeah, but it does the job
okay.
for motorcycle. For motorcycle, like it's quite compact. I think it's around 800 grams.
It's always funny to listen to the stories at the campfire when the guys are like, gear junkie talks start. And they're like, no, this is too heavy, this should be lighter, this is too big and that. And then he just takes out of his pocket like a 6-pack of beers. In a glass bottles.
My aim actually is to be minimalist in packing my bags for motorcycle trips, so I can take more beer with me. That's actually my strategy.
That's a good strategy, I would say.
But I think like it doesn't really matter if you take synthetic or down, but the thing you need to look at is 0 degrees comfort. But the comfort rating, not the...
I would say always go a little bit extra.
Yeah.
-1, -2. Because when it's more humid, it will be like really cold. Even I have been really cold in mine, -1.
Yeah.
Down sleeping bag that cost like 600 euros. In +2 or +3, I woke up that I was like, whoa, it's so cold.
I think it really depends on the humidity and like
I was sleeping above the river.
Okay.
And I woke up and the what's it called? The heat, not the heat.
The moist, yeah. The fog coming up.
Fog coming up and everything was moist.
That's actually another thing, like fog and what is that other thing? Yeah, the moist from the water coming up. But like one thing is the place where you put the hammock or tent or anything. Basically, like it looks really sexy and really cool to put it over the river. Like it looks great for the pictures. He's a photographer, I'm a photographer. We enjoy it, but it's not really practical because it's colder. Like closer to water, it's gonna be colder.
Yep.
So if your gear is good and you know what you're doing, do it that way. But then the safe way would be probably go a bit further or just somewhere away from the wind as well. And I really enjoy sleeping in a hammock without the tarp, because you can see everything. You wake up, you're basically like sleeping outside, and the views are better. But the tarp helps as well quite a lot. Like when you have the moisture from in the morning, especially in the mountains somewhere. Like,
again, it's discussion about the weather and the season, because during summer season, there is always, in Latvian it's called rasa, the moist coming down in the morning.
Yeah.
During night it's good, during day it's good, but in the morning there's like 5 minutes and all the moist just comes down and you're all wet.
And that's usually the coldest time as well, Like that's the time when you're already quite cold, and not cold, but you're like, because like the degrees are usually lower that time before
during sunrise.
Sunrise, and if you get the moisture on your down sleeping bag, you're basically like sleeping.
No, it's not that bad actually. If you have to go camping like for 2 weeks, you just don't want your gear to get wet.
Yeah, obviously,
because it will just get like a pain in the ass.
It's pain in the ass to dry it out. The same as with tents as well. Like if you get the tent wet, if it's one layer tent, then you're basically like it's gonna be wet for all the time. All your trip, you're gonna munch it together and it's gonna be all wet.
That's another cool thing about hammocks, from my opinion. Only wet part is rain tarp. That's it. Everything under is always dry.
Yeah.
So
you take the tarp package and just throw it somewhere outside your bags, like attach it to your motorcycle bags, or
in our swampy region in our country.
Yeah.
The ground is like almost always wet.
Yeah.
I would say almost always. Almost always.
That's actually one thing that I want to try. I want to sleep in a swamp. I have never tried it before.
In a hammock?
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
It's really cool, but there is one problem. Those trees are usually so small. You just have to find trees that are okay.
That's a similar thing like when we were to Morocco with Arvids as well. Like you can find trees, but they're like all so small, and usually they wasn't cutting it for Arvids, and most of the time, and not for me as well. Like I'm quite lightweight. Yeah, I'm 85 kilos, so I can pretty much like hang it anywhere. But yeah, for him it was more like it was a bit of a struggle. But we could find it most of the days.
Yeah, of course.
Except the desert, obviously. Yeah,
because there's a lot of people saying that hammock is not okay system because when you go up in the mountains, you don't have anywhere to hang it.
Yeah.
It's true.
Over the tree line, but it's really windy up there as well.
That's the thing I wanted to say. That we are just usually going like that. During day, we go up.
Yeah.
We take a good scenery. We just take a look, have fun, all good. And during night, we just go down.
Yeah.
200-300 meters down. You get firewood for your camping. You get trees for your hammocks.
Yeah.
And you get away from the wind. And in the morning, you just go up again.
Yeah.
That's easy.
What is the distance between trees? What you need to look for?
3.5 meters.
3.5 meters?
Yeah. That will be the minimum.
Yeah, I asked you this question because I heard the podcast with you before, and you said about the 3 meters, and I actually tested now this weekend. I went out with kids for just like hike, and we usually take a hammock.
3 big steps.
Yeah, and then I tried it between the trees, like 3 steps, and 3 steps was actually for modern nomad hammock. It was like just like this much.
Because it's 330.
Yeah, so 3 to 5 steps would be the perfect. Big steps.
Big steps, well, it depends. Steps. But the trees again, the maximum distance will depend on the size of the tree.
Yeah.
Because the bigger the tree, the more strap you are using to get it around.
But there is actually a hack for that.
There is.
There is. You know, like motorcycles, we take straps. Like it's a good thing to have a spare strap with you. Like if your luggage breaks or anything, or if you need to pull your friend's bike because he rides KTM or something. But
you had KTM before.
Yeah, I know.
That's the reason. That's the reason.
Yeah. I had a KTM, so I always brought a strap with me, spare strap, and you just take the spare strap and you just attach it to anything which is further away, and you just have to attach it a bit higher, so because it leans in a bit more. But that's a hack for like if you can't find trees with the perfect distance, you just do it that way. And another hack is if you can find one tree, and if you're like I would say like 85 kilos, if you're not heavier than that, you can attach it to your motorcycle.
Have you tried this?
I tried it. Yeah, I have a video.
It works.
It works for me. It worked for KTM 690. It worked because it was quite a high bike. I haven't tried it with Tenere yet, but I will try it. I will try it with the Tenere. I'll have to actually try it with the Dominator because that's a lower bike. It worked. It wasn't perfect. Like it wouldn't be the best night's sleep, but if you have the only option,
you would be like really scared all the time to move around.
No, the thing is just put it in a gear, and if you have some log or something, just put it on behind the back tire or your bag or something, like basically so the bike doesn't pull back that much. And if you attach it like straight, basically like there's a tree, this is a tree, and this is a motorcycle, and it's facing that way, not like sideways.
On which feet the bike was?
It was just on the side stand.
On the side stand.
On a side stand. But you have to be careful because it can fall over, obviously. But if you have that spare strap, you can strap it to something, maybe. Yeah.
Well, basically, I think everything that we're just talking about right now is like hammock camping is so
it's so
hard.
difficult. But no, look, the reality is like it's easy to find trees. I think. Obviously, if you're like me, I like to try things out. And it's fun. It's like, I've slept with one tree in one side and a motorcycle. It looks so cool in the photos as well. Yeah.
So exactly.
Like proper cowboy. Yeah. But it's a fun thing to try.
Come on, guys! It's just it's easy.
Yeah,
just don't listen to him.
Don't listen to me.
It's just go find 2 trees and go and sleep.
It's a motorcycle. You can like cover 50 kilometers in like short period of time, and usually.
But again, that will be like stupid. Come on, you have some camping gear, but you have to go extra 50 kilometers just to sleep there. Take your tarp. Take an extra sleeping pad. Yeah. Just sleep on the ground.
Yeah, that's another.
And it will be like the same thing as sleeping in a tent without 2 walls. That's it.
I have done it because there was only 2 trees in the place where we stayed, and Arvids took them because
you don't need 2 trees.
He's grumpy on the next day.
If you're sleeping together, like two bikes.
He took the trees and he hung his hammock there.
but if you're 2 guys, you don't have any trees.
Yeah.
You just put your bikes like this.
Yeah. Put the tarp over.
Yeah, tarp or 2 tarps. Yeah. Between your bikes.
You can even do it with 1 bike. Just lay it over, and it works perfectly. Okay. Just sleep it on the ground, and it will be nearly the same as tent. You can probably somehow attach the bug net if you're scared of spiders or something.
Yes.
Probably. I've never tried it. Don't listen to me. But yeah. So. And there's another thing, like your straps for your hammocks, they're like normal straps, they're wider. But there is hammocks that you can buy in like convenience stores usually. Like they come with like with a rope basically.
Or with nothing.
Or with nothing. Yeah, many hammocks actually come without anything. Yeah.
Imagine,
you have to buy it separately.
Yeah. Imagine you buy a hammock, you just go for camping and oh wow.
Yeah.
How can I attach it to
How
the
can
tree?
I attach it? You have to figure it out with like
Yeah.
nothing with you. But basically like that's another thing to bear in mind. Like before you buy hammock, check if you have the straps with it. And if you have like the thin rope, change them to something wider because you can damage the trees.
And you will damage the trees. It's not you can. You will definitely.
Yeah, you will just basically like damage the tree, and like there's no point of doing a harm. Like I sound like a snowflake now, but there is no point of doing a harm to a tree if you can just buy a strap, and I think it will hold you better as well. Yeah, like a proper strap instead of a rope, and
it won't stretch.
it won't stretch. And the other thing is actually we started already talking about it just a second ago. Like when you buy a hammock set, or like even a tent, if you buy a tent, you need to unpack it. You know, like you need to unpack it and just like test it at home in your garden.
Garmin has a perfect saying. They say this: always test your gear before you go. Always test your device before you go.
Yeah.
So basically, I have had like hundreds of calls at 9
PM.
9 p.m. So basically, hey, could you give me a quick instruction how to set this up?
Yeah.
And I'm like, there is a manual in the back box and everything.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think I lost it and it's raining and I don't have my headlamp and
it's at home.
I'm in the forest right now.
Yeah.
Whoa, okay. Yeah.
I can imagine you getting like many calls like this.
It's not like many, but I have had few of these.
Yeah.
They're really funny for me always.
Like this type of a person. Like some people are really excited to buy some new gear. Like that would be probably like me. I buy some new gear. I want to test it out. I'm a gear junkie. Like I wish I wasn't a gear junkie, but I am a gear junkie.
You don't wish that.
Yeah.
It's a nice thing to be.
Yeah, like
it's so fun.
Yeah, it's fun. Like I buy a knife,
go
look
outside
at it,
in the
and
park.
like look at the sun through the knife. But like anything, I like hammock tested out the tarp as well. Like your tarps as well. When you buy them, basically they come with the rope separately. But there is a reason for that, right?
It's not separately; it's inside. But
it's inside, but it isn't attached.
Yeah.
Because you can attach it in many different ways.
Yeah.
And there is an instruction video on their website, like how to do it. I done it that way, and then I do it again, but in a different way. Basically, like what I did, I put like on one side, I left the rope on the sides of the tarp. I left it the correct length. And then on the other side, I've done them like 2 or 3 times longer. Mm-hmm. And there's a reason to do it because you can get some kind of a tree or log something, and you can make like a really nice awning for your hammock.
Exactly. That's really the reason why we are not attaching it to the tarp, because everyone will do it differently. We can just suggest how to do it.
Yeah. Because I usually like I put my hammock and I put my motorcycle next to it because I can like put all the stuff on there, like dress and like put my clothing on the motorcycle, get everything out from my bags, and I keep the navigation, like I keep the tablet, like the navigation tablet on my bike usually, and I put it under the tarp so it doesn't get wet if it's raining. As I found out that the Samsung Galaxy, which is the most popular navigation tablets, I think. It's not waterproof actually, and I washed it with the catcher thing, with the pressure washer. So
you have a new Samsung Galaxy?
No, I still have the old one, but I had to dry it out, and like it was such a hassle actually to.
Okay.
And to get it fixed, it's quite expensive as well. Like my friend got charged. Like my friend went to the dealership, and basically like it was like €300 or something to get it fixed. So it's the price basically for the new tablet. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's a good tip. Hopefully.
Well, for me it sounds interesting. I wouldn't have thought that it might be waterproof.
I thought it's called Samsung Galaxy Active Tab. I thought it's like Active Tab, and it looks rugged, and I thought it has to be waterproof. So I always pressure washed my bike with the thing on, and I always like just wash the tablet as well.
Yeah, the tablet is dirty.
Yeah, it should be like it should be waterproof, but actually, like no, it isn't. So don't wash your bike with your Samsung, like some other tablets. So could be waterproof, but don't do it with a Samsung Galaxy Active Tab. Okay, one more last thing about hammock camping. Obviously, like the best setup is to sleep with the underquilt and bug net and the tarp and the hammock. That's like that's a luxurious setup.
No, that's not luxurious. It's like 4-season setup.
Yeah.
It will be very good during winter. Even mosquito net will help you during winter because it will take up some few degrees. It will make some microclimate, I would say, around you. But the perfect thing about hammock, in my world, is I am taking only those parts that I need with me. I know that in the summer, for example, it won't be raining for 2 weeks. I'm not taking tarp at all.
Yeah.
Or
you don't even take it with you.
Yeah, sometimes I even don't take it. But again, everything together, they just take so less. Like it doesn't take much space. So usually I'm taking everything. But if I know that I won't be using it, I'm just leaving it home.
I think I like the minimalist approach sometimes as well. Like not always, but I think a good setup for hammock as well, like, is to take just like a small inflatable sleeping pad. It won't be the most comfortable. You know, like some people who go on basically that will be for someone who's enduro riding somewhere in the mountains and want to take as less stuff as possible. Would be like a small sleeping pad.
Yeah.
Can you show me the top? Basically, like the.
Just have to show it like the actual size. Not
compressed, basically show me the compressed version.
This is 9 square meters of rain tarp.
Yeah, and you take like a small inflatable sleeping pad, and then you take like a hammock, which would be the same size as this, maybe a little bit bigger, and this like squishes like really tiny. And that's it.
3 by 3 meters.
You got everything for the night, and I think that's a really good minimal setup. And also, there is people who are traveling around the world somewhere, and or just like going for an adventure trip for 2 weeks, and they always stay in a hotel, but they take the tent for the emergencies. And I think this is a good setup for
emergency. Rain tarp and a pad. Perfect. Actually, pad will always help you in different situations, even during lunch, you just want to eat. Where will you sit? The ground is cold or wet or something.
Yeah, and that's
you just use it like for sitting.
For an emergency, I think this is like a brilliant setup.
Yeah.
Okay, there is actually one cool thing that I want you to show me, and
which of these?
The really expensive one. Yeah, can you show me something which is in the box?
You'll be the first person to see it.
To touch it.
Outside our company and my family.
Yeah. This is something cool in this box. So, Modern Nomad, some while ago. How long ago was it?
Last year, because it's January 2025.
They made a collaboration with something. Can you see it? Can you tell me a bit more about it? Yeah, can you tell me?
I think you can read.
It says it all. I think this is the most expensive hammock that I have held in my hands.
I think it's the most expensive hammock in the world.
Yeah. It's Christian Dior, made by Modern Nomad, and this is something I think like if you want to make your nights really really cool and expensive, this is like the luxurious.
That will be the luxury.
Yeah, that will be the luxury to take this on your motorcycle trip and this is.
But then you need some. What would be like the most luxurious motorbike? Luxurious, not most expensive.
Yes, maybe some.
No. They're not luxurious. They are like really expensive and really high tech.
Yeah,
but.
You have to get something, I don't know, like something...
Some golden bike.
Yeah, something really unreasonable and take this hammock. Like, this is like touching a gold of hammocks.
Like drinking champagne with gold. Part.
For outdoor use, maybe?
Of course.
For some, like...
We tested everything, the strength and the durability.
Yeah, but it's the same. It's basically like it's basically the same type of hammock what they have for outdoor use, and it's
not the same. They are different.
Is there a different shape or something?
Yes, they are a bit different because of the materials and everything. We had to make them a little bit different.
Okay.
Yes, but basically they're really high quality hammocks.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, this just looks amazing, man. Yeah, well done for that. I think.
But I think there is one thing that will be much more much more interesting for motorcyclists.
Yeah, this is another thing. Yeah, another product.
Well, basically, we're just starting to produce right now different sized and different shaped rain tarps. We'll have a little bit bigger versions, like 3x4 meters.
Yeah,
that's one thing. Then we will have rain tarp with the doors.
Okay, yeah.
So basically, it will be a tent without the floor.
Yeah, and without the bugnet, basically.
Yeah,
tent without. That's a cool emergency thing as well.
Not an emergency. It's
just like a tarp.
Yeah, 360. Everything is closed.
Do you need trees or something to attach it?
No, it's totally the same. Yeah, you need trees or these, sticks.
Yeah,
that's it. So, but it will be made for hammocks as well.
Yeah. So you can use it in two ways. Yeah.
So as a small tent, or as a rain tarp with doors with closed sides, for hammock as well.
Yeah, I think this thing is like really exciting.
Yeah. It's too bad we are in a room.
Yeah, we can't hang it anywhere.
So just pull.
But before we show it to everyone, I wanted to I don't know, you probably do the same way, but basically what I do with my hammock, I just have it all together, basically like the underkill, the hammock, and the bugnet, and I just keep it all together. I just attach the strap to the tree, and then I just roll it out and attach to the other tree.
Yeah, that's one.
And when I take it off, I just roll it again and take it off, and I don't separate them, because like putting them together, that takes a bit more time. But like setting up this way, it just like really quickly. But this is another like foolproof, easier way how to set up a hammock, because you don't have to attach the underquilt to the hammock.
I call it always warm hammock.
Always warm.
Yeah, because we were just sitting and thinking that when was the last time you were using your hammock without the underkilt?
It really rare for me. Really rare, except the occasions when I go out with my kids.
Yeah. Just. But
then again, it's quite cold. Like in the winter, it's quite cold for your back. Yeah.
Come on, okay. During some party in your backyard or somewhere else, yes. But all the other occasions are just like you always have to attach the underkilt.
Yeah.
What for? So it's been a year almost that we are working on this, because it sounds very easy, just attach your underkilt.
Yeah,
it's not that easy. Actually, we're working a year for it, but it will be ready in 3 days.
In 3 days?
In 3 days, they
for sale?
For pre-orders. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's basically like this is the underquilt. Like it's really visible with the red hammock. You can see the underquilt there, and it's basically attached directly, and it will never go anywhere during the night. And you showed me the other thing, like the pockets there.
There are pockets on the sides
for like your phone and drugs.
For drugs
and phone.
Yeah,
and beer.
By the way, each pocket holds easily 2 beers.
Okay.
So 4 pockets, 8 beers.
It sounds like you tested it. Yeah?
Of course, always. That's one thing.
Is it on both sides?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pockets are on both sides. The outside layer of this part, it is windproof, so it doesn't blow through it.
Yeah.
And basically, it's really, really comfy to use.
And this is winter rated. That's like I slept with, but basically that's the same type of insulation as for your regular underquilts. And for me, I slept at -17. It was good. It was all good.
Minus 23.
Minus 20. So it's pretty much all season. You can just camp in this.
Maybe don't go to Antarctica.
Will you have the summer edition for this or not really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we will have it in 2 or 3 different sizes. So basically for, 165 and 195, 190.
Yeah, it's like really easy. I think this makes it even more easier, like just put it on and that's it. You got all the setup, and like if you're going on a motorcycle trip during the summer when it's not raining, if there is no bugs, like maybe, yeah, if there is no bugs, then you can just take this and you're good. Do it the cowboy style.
Exactly. And another great thing is, finally, Modern Nomad sleeping bag is coming to life as well.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited to see it. But yeah, he doesn't have it here with him.
Yeah,
but
I will have it like in 3 days as well.
Okay, so pretty excited to send me photos.
Yeah. But you will take this to Bucharest.
Yeah,
you have to try it out.
I'm quite excited.
Yeah.
I'm quite excited to try it out because, like, even though like the underquilt, it holds in place, it still can go sometimes somewhere because you can like hit the strap and hit the strap off from the which attaches to the ridgeline. But yeah, this is like really easy, and it's really easy my way because I don't want to like with hammocks. I really enjoy that you can set up like really quickly and take it off really quickly. You don't have to struggle like with tents sometimes. You just there is one layer, other layer, and with this it just takes a minute or something to set up and you're done. You're ready to drink beer and cook steaks and things
in
like
2
that.
minutes. Like.
Yeah, you can do the stuff that you enjoy basically. And,
I think we made a record. Record time was 43 seconds or 46 seconds to set up the hammock.
To set up the hammock?
Just hammock.
Just hammock.
40 something.
I think
seconds.
I have the same with my setup. I have the same with the.
It should be like that.
I will test it with the old version and with the new. Like it will gonna be the same, but
if you don't reattach it, then it should be like that.
So there is another thing. Instagram questions for you. Let me see.
Instagram questions.
Instagram questions. I got some Instagram questions.
Whoa.
Let me see. There is. Okay, this is not really a question, but shout out to you anyway. Stephen King, but with the X. Your feed is dope as fuck, by the way. So yeah, thank you.
About your.
That's I don't know. It's,
nice.
It's cool. Thank you.
Thank you.
And there's Hooked Resilience. Resilience. Do you know him?
Yeah, I think I know him.
Yeah. How loud should I shout if a bear is running to my direction?
Okay.
Is there a story behind it, or?
No.
No.
No. Loud, very loud.
Very loud. Yeah.
As loud as possible. Yeah.
If the bear is coming towards you, so you need to shout instead of playing dead.
It depends on if he sees you and if he's trying to come closer. Then yes. If he doesn't see you.
Then stay
just
quiet. Yeah.
Act like there is no one and just slowly get the fuck away.
Yeah, bears are really tricky thing for me.
I've met them like 3 times here in Latvia.
It's my nemesis. Like I went to Romania and I thought like it's so scary. I still camped. Like I enjoyed it. I didn't see any bears in Romania, which is like the most populated with bears. But yeah, it's a scary thing.
Yes, it should be scary, I think.
Yeah.
Because, I've seen in close distance.
I don't want to see them in close distance. I even bought the bear spray for them.
Oh yeah, that's actually the best thing you could do. And
take
you
the
should
bear spray.
always take it.
Do you take it now in Latvia as well, bear spray, or?
No, I have different devices for that.
Oh yeah. Okay. But so I take the bear spray now, like to the trip. I have it on my bike all the time, and I take it in and put it in my pocket as well.
It will work against crazy dogs and crazy people as well.
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
Multi-use.
I would actually attach it to my bike, with some cool strap, somewhere around the fuel tank and another
bag
here.
Somewhere on the side.
Yeah. So it's always by hand.
That's a thing too.
Because they're running really fast.
Yeah, you can't run away from it. Like it's crazy. It's just
50 to 60 kilometers per hour.
You can't climb in a tree because they're faster than you climbing up.
Oh yeah, they run up.
Yeah, they're gonna eat you in any. Like they're not gonna eat you, but like if you scare them, then they're gonna attack you. Yeah, and if
I've seen. I can hear that you have listened to the
previous podcast.
Yeah.
No, this is actually from my scaredness.
Okay.
But yeah, so. On this note, with the bears, what are the plans for you? Your personal plans or the plans with Hammock, Modern Nomad hammocks?
We are working to develop and start producing a few different new products that will be nicer, and
Yeah.
even easier to use, and different products. But basically, my plan is to go out to camp, to ride a bike as much as possible.
Cool.
That's easy.
Cool. And on that note, I think this is a good thing to cheer up.
Good moment where to give you a little gift.
Thank you.
Coffee, yeah.
Yeah, this is really I really like the packaging for this one. Look at that. This looks expensive, man. Like, with the bronze. But yeah, it's really nice packaging. Well done. He's the designer for.
No, I'm the idea.
The idea designer.
The designer was
okay.
a girl named Paula.
Okay, so cheers for that. And yeah, so how people can find you online?
Modern Nomad. Modern Nomad Hammocks. Modern Nomad.
Yeah.
And I'm like Eihmanis Nomad. That's easy.
So yeah, just
that's in
Nomad,
description.
Nomad. Yeah, Modern or just a Nomad. So yeah, you'll be able to find him, and yeah, stay tuned for the products that are coming out. Yeah, I don't know what you're up to as well. So I'm pretty excited. So thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. So this is it for this episode. If you enjoyed it, check out my other videos, and don't forget to subscribe and press the bell notification button so you don't miss out on future episodes. Also, check out my other videos that I have already on my channel. If you would like to get more involved in these podcast episodes, you can always ask questions to my guests. And that is done on my Instagram, which is like basically that's the name of my Instagram, modernnomad.eu, or you can check the link below in the description. So thank you for watching, and see you at the next one.